Welcome to this Sunday afternoon edition of the NBA here on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. A little over a month left in the regular season. Let's take a look at the top rookies as we break down the race for Rookie of the Year. And you look at Shorty, he's just not quite in the running at this point. And while he's had a pretty good season, and we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, James Harden is both famous and infamous with his skill at getting to the foul line. Some don't like it, but Harden says, free throws are a part of basketball. Either you're going to foul me or I'm going to score. Putting the pressure on the defense like that is tough, but that's what makes a good player. Kevin, no lies told there.
Well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. Big conference rivalry tonight, Chris. Think back to some of your legendary bouts between, say, your Sacramento team and the LA Lakers.
Oh, man, my ears are ringing right now. I got the cowbells ringing in my ears just from you saying that. But
pretty exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh, man, it was awesome. But it's not just another game. Your pride is involved, and it's about your standings in the conference. And also, it's about fan bragging rights. So for us, you know, it was like the Battle of California. We wanted people in Sacramento to be able to walk around in L.A. and say, hey, we're the best right now.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's Green in at the 3. B-Train out there with Shorty. Then it's D. Then there's Slim. Now here's Harden. He's guarded closely. 5 to shoot to the left wing. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
He's superb at finding open teammates. Harden, I love how he looks to shed a rock.
And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Here's Westbrook. Got a piece of it. And they get it back. And that one is good. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Shorty. He's covered by Westbrook. The pass to B-Train. Here's Shorty. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Yeah, you hate losing a game that you control for 3 quarters, but that fourth was just really an abomination in terms of how they played, and unfortunately, they took an L. All the officials are all over that one.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well, just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of West's career.
Pass to D. Fires the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
And the dunk by Capella.
Leaping off the ground with such ease. Capella is exceptional with timing. How to finish these alley-oops.
Gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Passes it to Aguilar. Here's D from beyond the arc and then some. D's got 6 points.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Outside, Green. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
They've come out with guns a-blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D really.
Here's Shorty. He's covered by Westbrook. He had stolen by Capella. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. It's tipped. Tucker dishes to Harden. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
One of the best finishers inside, period. I mean, there's nowhere on the floor Harden can't score from.
Shorty, the pass to B-Train. The shot missing. And Houston the other way now. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Yeah, not getting overwhelmed is important. Poise is something that you need to have in order to win on the road.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Man, he is feeling it from three-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
Harden surveying the D. It's tipped. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's B-Train. Oh, he delivers that with force.
I cannot believe that. And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Yeah, there's no doubt that Houston now is championship or bust. We've seen it. I mean, they've dished out huge contracts going full win mode now. I mean, they're putting it all on the line with this team.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And the Rockets desperate for a return to the NBA Finals.
Oh, the team has had their chances. They just need to make the most of them. I mean, front office, they're doing what they can help to make the most of Harden's prime. I mean, you have to admire their willingness to go for it now.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Rivers against Thompson. Pushing it up. Here's Baller. And he slams it one-handed.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. From 11 feet away. Good on the jump shot.
Kevin, that type of D, that's not going to get it done. I mean, he can't be giving up those kinds of shots.
Rivers against Thompson. Here's Chan. Doesn't go that time. And the Rockets take it the other way. Cephalosha against Thompson. Stolen by Thompson. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Oh, that'll make any coach happy. Aggressive defense, then changing ends quickly.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
56 seconds left to play here in the first. Thompson against Rivers. It's deflected. And here's the break. And the pass to the Beast. And that's a foul. It's called on Thabo Cephalosha. That is his first foul of the game. Thompson against Rivers. Inside, the Beast. And they pick up 2.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Chan passes to Slaughter. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Gordon with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's stolen. Here's Chan. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. The home team, they're up by 8. Stay with Rockets elevated by James Harden to one of the league's powerhouse.
This time isn't going to last long. You know, we have a window. It goes by extremely fast. I cherish these moments. You know, I embrace them.
Never a guarantee that the window will remain open.
And superstar players, let's face it, they're best remembered for their championships. It's all about the rings if you're James Harden.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. Chandler out there with Cephalosha. And it's House in at the 3, the small forward. Rivers looking over the floor. Here is House. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And Thompson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Rivers. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
These buckets help Rivers get going. The defense can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
Poke loose. Down low. Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Timeout called, the Rockets. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level 6th man for the rest of his career.
Just 5 to shoot. A shot's good from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 8 points.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor. And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pulls it up. And it's Houston with another.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Big Daddy. B the pass to Big Daddy. Lets it fly. And it's good. With time running down in the shot clock. Big Daddy's got 6 in the quarter.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
And they call an illegal screen here. And now let's take a look at a breakdown of this season's best rebounding point guards. Russell Westbrook, number 1.
And, well, rebounding isn't something you really think too much about with point guards, but he places a lot of emphasis on doing whatever it takes to contribute, even on the boards.
And I know the guys in the front court love having him out there, giving them all that extra help down low.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. The league has cracked down, C-Webb, on flagrants. Players leaving the bench. Do you think we need to be as strict about it as we've been?
Oh, I love the attention to detail the league has given on flagrants. So you don't want the flagrants of the past. My friend Kevin McHale, he says Rambis just ran into his elbow. That wasn't even a flagrant foul on that play, if anybody remembers that old play that I'm talking about back in the Celtics-Laker days. But how about today? My thing, Kevin, is just don't call it ticky-tack a flagrant. And I think we all know what a flagrant is. Let's keep the new flagrants as flagrants and no flopping. If you flop, no flagrants. Games are too important. You don't want that flagrant 1, flagrant 2, a shot and the ball. It can change the momentum of the game. I think the league and the refs are doing a great job. Let's just not let those ones that aren't flagrant sneak in there because of flopping.
And, Chris, what about players leaving the bench when there's something going on?
Well, Tell you what, the league has always been great about that. And now what's funny is if you the games, there's an assistant coach that is designated just when he sees a scuffle on the floor. His only job is to run to the end of the bench and stand at the line with his arms out so no player can cross him. So not only is the league taking steps, not only are players mindful of it, but now you have an assistant coach whose only job is to stand up there and to be an obstacle so that no players can step that foot across the line. It changes series. It causes big fights. It puts fans in harm's way. We just don't need it.
Rockets trail by 11. Tipped away. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Clint Capella, a wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Second in field goal percentage, third in rebounding, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And you mentioned it, he's the second best shooter in the league right now. Quick trigger with just a little bit better footwork. He could take over that top spot.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Westbrook double team. To the middle. Here's Capella. Good. Capella's got 6.
Terrific at catching in there at the basket. I mean, his hands are great. Capella uses that size to his advantage.
And Capella over to help. B the pass to Shorty. Pass to B. Here's Shorty. Stolen by Westbrook. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense, forcing his man into a difficult attempt.
Outside, Green. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And thinking back to when Gerald Green first came into the league, oozing with athleticism, but really not much else. Now he's a completely different and better player than when he first arrived.
And the Rockets making a change here. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Clint Capella. Daniel House comes in for P.J. Tucker. Gordon's checked in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. The quick look, no good that time. Rockets trail by 7. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Stops, pops. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Rivers finds Green. Up in time. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the home team ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. High turnovers in the first half, James. I'm sure that ball security will be a focus in the second half.
Yeah, that's still too many turnovers, especially unforced turnovers. So we got to really lock in on our turnovers, make the right play at all times.
James, thanks for the time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet. Taking a look at this home squad. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it. It prevented anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Houston? And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
Yeah, Greg, and that's somewhat of a surprise. I mean, but he's been really patient and unselfish.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. We've got D, Shorty out there at B-Train. Then there's Slim.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Some people have already predicted future MVPs. Is there a surprise name that you think could win that MVP award first down the road?
I think there are a few surprises. I mean, we can go young with young guys like a Trae Young or Luka Doncic. We can go with guys that we expect to do it, like Anthony Davis, who it just seems like he's just biting at the bit. There's a few young Celtics. There's a few young Lakers that in a few years you never know what they could do, especially the ones that are playing with great guys and watching their practice habits, game habits, stealing their recipes or stealing what they eat before the game and their health-wise. So many guys right now that are going to be in that second tier coming up. It's going to be fun to watch their growth.
It will. Harden outside. Sinks the triple. Harden's got 5.
He's so dangerous from out there. Harden can beat you off the catch, beat you off the bounce, beat you in transition, beat you when you sleep, beat you when you wake. He can beat you.
To the paint. It's stolen by Capella. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
This is Harden's specialty. He's a wizard at getting contact, finding a way to finish.
Houston making a switch here. Cephalosha's checked in. Houston shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Knocked loose. Here's B-Train, guarded by Harden. Here's B-Train. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. And with Capella, that finishing and rebounding are key to his game.
Yeah, and he's only going to keep getting better, Kevin, which is a scary prospect for every other center in the NBA.
Thompson, he's checked in for Shorty. Harden outside. Here's Aguilar.
Oh, you see that? He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Harden outside. Crane for 2 points. Harden's got 8 points in the quarter.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, it's taking on a different feel since the break. You can see how many more hustle plays are being made.
Good on the triple.
He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. I mean, he's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Thompson passes to Aguilar. Here's D, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. D's got 15 points.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Lob pass to Capella. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. Gordon's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Houston on D. Thompson up top. He's covered by Westbrook. Rebounded by Capella. Rockets trail by 5. Westbrook passes to Cephalosha. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Westbrook against Thompson. And there's the pass to Money. There's Big Smooth. Shoots a fader. Misses off the left iron. Outside Westbrook. Out left to the wing. Here's Capella. And it's Houston with another.
It makes Capella so much more effective when he's draining the mid-range jumper. The D actually has to venture out of the paint and stay on.
Thompson against Cephalosha. Thompson passes to D. It's rebounded by Houston.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Oh, textbook defense. I mean, it took a good angle to the shooter and bothered the release.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. And the dunk by Capella.
And a boom it was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Daniel House has checked in for Cephalosha. And it's Austin Rivers in for James Harden. And Greg Capella, who was taken near the end of the first round back in 2014 in the draft, has developed well during his time with Houston.
And Capella's game has really taken off in the last few seasons. He looks to be a double-double machine for this team for the next handful of years, and that is exactly what they need.
Gordon against Thompson. Now here's Rivers, guarded closely. Lock at 6. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Rivers has got 6 points.
Great situational awareness from Rivers, making sure to get a good shot off before the buzzer sound.
Here's Chan. Drains the three-pointer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now Westbrook. He's got 18. Floats one. He takes it up and lays it in. Westbrook's got 8 here in the quarter. 16 seconds left to play in the third.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
Hits it from three-point range.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
He's showing he has the ability to hit huge shots. That's got to fire him up.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Houston. What a quarter that saw them. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Taking a look at the Rockets, Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. Clint Capella is out there with Chandler, and it's House in at the 3 slot.
Oh, wow, I just love the commitment by Capella, rolling to the rim hard, even just after setting that perfect screen.
Here's the Beast. He's guarded by Chandler. Here's Big Daddy. Bullseye.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, Greg, this is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Ripped away. One-on-one fast break. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
Left side Chandler. The baseline jam. 2 points. That one goes. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Good job taking advantage of the size mismatch. There's no way that jumper's getting blocked.
Baller passes to Chan. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. From the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Pass to Shorty. To the inside, the beast, and Chandler sends it back.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
Now here's Rivers. D right on him. Kicks it to House. 5 on the clock. And the basket by Gordon.
That lightning quick release. Gordon catching and firing perfectly. You can't guard that.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. No good, unable to end this run. Rockets leading by 7. It's Rivers on the wing. Outside Gordon. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Passes to Chan from past the arc, and he's good on the 3 ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
And so here's the home team, trailing by 10. The pass to D. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 5 assists in the game.
He's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself.
Thompson against Westbrook. Over in the corner, Green. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. .133 left in the fourth quarter. But they recover it. Out to Thompson from outside the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. to the paint. Here's Harden. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And Kevin, when the game is up in the air, Harden delivers. Easy to understand why he is seen as one of the best players in the league.
Cans it from downtown. 21 points for D.
He's been so dependable in this game, taking nothing but good shots.
They swipe it.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Well, I mean, anyone can tell they've ramped up the intensity. I mean, they're more assertive, and especially at the offensive end.
Westbrook dishes to Tucker. Kicks it out to Harden. Now, here's Capella. He's guarded closely. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Westbrook. From deep three-point range, it's good from beyond the arc.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots, reminding us again why he's one of the game's great clutch shooters.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lets it go from deep. Can't hit that one. To Beach. For the win. Good from beyond the arc. What a shot. But they may take a second to look at it. Boy, that was close. Well, they are going to replay right now to make sure he did not release it in time as the officials originally ruled. Well, they thought they had the game already won. Now they've got their fingers crossed.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
And they're going to count it. After looking at the replay, they ruled that he got the shot off in time. GA, they won it on the buzzer beater.
Kevin, you talk about winning it at the very last second. What a finish. Thankfully, the replay gets the officials off the hook on what would have been an awful call to miss.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes